Hello, my good gorgeous and lovely people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Glad, happy, and excited to be back here. I hope you're good wherever you are at. I'm also good. For those who are new to this page, you're so much welcome. My good name is LatezNjagi. And for those who are coming back, thank you so much for always coming back. It's yet another lovely and gorgeous time that we're here for a good talk. We're here just to educate each other and get fun. A thing or another. So, in case you've clicked in, just sit back, let's interact, let's talk, let's learn, let's encourage each other. And today is another lovely thing that I want us to talk about, something that is a bit related to our previous discussion that we had, but this one will be more actual into our lives. As you all know that this is a YouTube channel where we come to talk about life issues. And today our topic will be about breaking limitations. I'm going to be very direct and maybe particular of the various key issues that I want us to address. You know, one thing that maybe I don't know whether you have ever sat down and thought about it is there is no real limitation in life. Each and every limitation that you really have in life is not physical, it does not exist, it's not there. The only limitation that exists is your mindset. That is the first thing that I would like us to agree about. That there is no limitation that ever exists. There is no physical limitation, there is no such limitation, there is no limitation that is ever there. The only limitation that exists is your mindset. So anything that you ever put in your mind that is not possible, for sure it never becomes possible because that is something that you have set in your mind. So that is the first thing that I would like us to say as we continue with this discussion, that there's no limitation that is ever in existence other than that what you put and you've told your mind. Another scary truth is that you may end up living your entire life without ever realizing that your own hindrance, you're the one who have hidden yourself to be that point that you ever wanted to be. You may blame people, you may blame circumstance, you may blame occurrences, but the fact is you to be blamed. And at times you may live your entire life not knowing that you are the only reason you never achieved anything that you looked up to attaining, maybe from your young age up to old age. I want us to see limitation in that kind of way. But there's something that you admire very much. There's something that you have looked up to years and years. And you may fail attaining it just because you've told your mind that maybe it's not time, you cannot do it, you don't have all that it takes. It's just like you. You'll end up blaming any other being, any other person, or any other circumstance. But the truth is, you are the only hindrance to attaining your desired goal, your desired state of life. Yes, you. I I don't know whether in your life you have ever gotten to a point where you felt like you're so stuck in life. You felt you're so stagnated. You feel there's something you need to achieve, but you're not achieving it. You feel you have ideas, but you're not starting up. Dreams, set goals, but you keep on postponing them. Reason being, you always feel, why can't we do it next month? Why can't we maybe start it next year? Let me wait maybe for 2 more months. Let me wait maybe until I get to my 30s. Let me wait maybe until you keep postponing. There's that thing that you feel like, if at all I do this and this, I feel like my life will unlock. I feel like I'll achieve this and this in life. There's that thing that you feel you're stuck in. And it keeps disturbing you, but you keep procrastinating. It happens to each and everyone's life because you always feel that there's something that you feel you need to have done yesterday. But today you not do it, and tomorrow you not do it. You keep procrastinating because you feel like it's not yet time. There's that thing that maybe you have procrastinated for so long, but not because you cannot do it. It's only that there's something in you that keeps telling you you're not capable, and you start to not work, it's not yet time, and you procrastinate. There's something that my former boss used to say, that procrastination is the thief of time. You procrastinate today, tomorrow, the other day, by the end of time, years are passing. Maybe the time you had maybe to make mistakes and correct them is now gone. You now feel like I'm against word to start this thing. So it's just that mindset that keeps telling you it's not yet time, you cannot do it, don't start now, let's do it next month. There's that thing that is always telling you, no, now, don't do it, don't start. And do you know some of these limitations we get to run through? There are some things that get to build up in our minds as time passes by. There's maybe someone who ever told you when growing up, you can never maybe be something in life. There's someone who told you that as much as you maybe study or what, you can never make it in life in such thing. And maybe such a thing, if you got to build up in you, and you have learned knowing that, and you've grown knowing that. So in one way or another, as much as you may try to push yourself, you always feel bad. So I was told even when I was young that maybe these and things can never work. Maybe even if I try this and this, it can never work. Maybe some other places where we get to run and maybe we get like, to grow some limitations in ourselves is maybe you tried something and it didn't work, and you like got a certain fear. Maybe there's a business you had started, it didn't work, and it gave you a lot of fear. And it gave you a limitation within you that I don't think you can become a business person. Maybe you like got into, what can I say? Maybe it's like an investment you ever made. And you used the entire savings you had, and maybe all your savings they went to drain. And you got a limitation that I cannot maybe invest in this kind of manner. Maybe at times you were married and maybe your first marriage didn't work, and you always have fears. You're like, I don't think I can ever thrive in marriage. I don't think family is my thing. Because it's like something that grew in you. It wasn't fair maybe initially, but after the first occurrence of family, you get to develop some fear. And there's something that started growing in you. And at times, if you don't like cut it, it will continue growing until there are some things that you never do. Because that thing will always be lingering in your mind. You cannot. And something else that at times that brings us a mindset of limitation is at times comparing ourselves with others. At times you look at people who you maybe you familiarize with college with, or maybe people who at times maybe you are like age mates and such, like those people who you finish school together, maybe where you come from. And at times you look at them and you're like, hey, no, I don't think I can ever be to this level. If at all so and so is now, she or she is married, she or he, they are married, they have 2 children. I can see he is building, he has a good car, he has a business that is running well. You like compare yourself and you're like, there's no way I can never get to this place because I feel others have made it and maybe I cannot. You like limit yourself just because you're comparing yourself with someone else's success. And all we say is that our path can never be the same. You may look at someone and you really admire their life. And maybe where they sit, they maybe admire someone else. Or maybe they feel that they have not yet achieved whatever they may want. So this is another place where we get to like buy and maybe we like get to build up limitations within ourselves. Comparing yourselves to others, you like feel I cannot make it in business if I start now. Because so and so is doing so well. They started years back. How do you expect yourself to be doing the same when you have just started? That is something that you always forget. At times, just walk your own path. Stop concentrating on whoever did it, they made it, how long they made it. Your breakthrough could be after 3 years. Maybe the years was after months. We can never be the same. So at times, as much as we get to learn from people or challenge ourselves from others, let that not be a point of setting limitations to yourself. And at times, if you concentrate so much on other people's success, they end up not challenging you and they end up maybe discouraging you. They end up making you feel you cannot. Just because you feel this is so high. So as much as maybe you may want to get challenges from your friend and such like, just know where to create a boundary line that build here. I don't want it to be more of like envy, or maybe more of like I feel I cannot make it. Just know when to be like, this is no longer a challenge. I now feel this one is now bringing limitations within me. Because that is another thing that can make us have some self limitations. Because these are things that keep building your mind, and by the end of it all, you start developing a storyline of, I don't think this is my thing. I don't think I can make it. I don't think this was set to be my storyline. I don't think I can venture in this. Let me focus on other things. I don't think business is my thing. That marriage is my thing. I don't think that maybe I was ever maybe destined to have children. I don't think my life was ever destined to be. If you like, after having all these things built up in you, you now create a starting a story, and it becomes so real to you as if it's real. And it's just something that you have magnified within yourself. It has become ambiguous in a way that it now cannot fade out of you. But it's something you build day by day, day by day. The real limitation is not you. The real limitation is fear. That fear of starting up, that fear of failing, that fear of being judged, that fear of what if it doesn't work, that fear of what will people say, that fear of what if I don't succeed like so and so, that fear of, those kind of things that at times that usually come in, the kind of things that usually come into our minds. You fear, you like even can list down the fears that you fear. You fear this, you fear this, you fear this, you fear this, you fear this. You see, all those fears, those are the limitations you're setting to yourself. Because these are the things that will hinder you to conquer, and they are the things that will hinder you to break through. So you should always know that the greatest limitation we ever have is fear. And it comes by, as we started, realizing, you now start fixing it in your mind, you build it, and now it just develops like something like it's existing. We call it like at times fear of the unknown, because it's something you're not very aware of. You just like picking from other people's experiences. You just by building it in your mind, and you're like, no, what if this happens? What if this happens? You know what fear does to us? It just gets us comfortable in our comfort zone. Because the moment you fear going to the next step, you just remain to where you are. Because when you're in your comfort zone, you're always comfortable, because that is somewhere that is somewhere where it's your usual place. Maybe you're fearing to start a business. Before you start, you don't have a lot of maybe ups and downs. Where will I get stock? Where will I get customers? I need to pay rent, and maybe you need to pay employees. You see, those are the things you're fearing. And now, because you're fearing them, you feel, now me not starting a business, I'm well off. You fear maybe starting up marriage, because you're like, I fear responsibility. I fear, I don't know, maybe start childbearing. I fear the stress of children and such like. You see, and you like, because you fearing so much, you like set back and you just remain in your comfort zone. There are a lot of things that we fear. If you at times maybe you fear to change your employment, you feel maybe according to the years and the experience you have, you now need to advance and maybe seek for a better place to be working and such like. But you're so comfortable in the place you are, because you're like, what if I go to a new place and maybe the environment will not be favorable, maybe the change of work, maybe at times you just like fearing to change, because you're like, but where I am, I'm okay. But one thing you're not advancing. One thing you're not like getting to like your dreams. You're not like getting closer to your success. You remain staying in your comfort zone. And one thing your comfort zone will do to you, it kills your potential. Because it will always show you that, yes, there's something I can do, but I'm okay here. It kills your ambition, it kills your goals. You always be like rotating in the same place. Some years go, and you're like, no move. You just like stagnated in the same place just because you allowed your limitations to build here in you, and now you're like, let me just be comfortable here. I think I'm okay here. You see, that is what I'm talking about. That these are things that get to us just slowly, and by time they get to affect us, because that is how we kill our dreams. That is how at times we like block our journey of success. That is how we block our breakthrough. Because you have to like break limitations to succeed. You have to break limitations to like pursue your goals, to like be focused on that what you want in life. If at all you keep on listening to each and every noise that comes to you, I think you'll never. You just remain in your comfort zone. If you are small salary, maybe if just maybe you just in your comfort zone. You know, maybe that place where you feel that you like to venture very well because there's no pressure there. There's no maybe a lot of pushing, do this, do this. There's no, at times you feel that your muscles are not strained in one way or another. And of which, that is not where your success is. You like limiting yourself. If there's one thing that I want us to do is to take that leap. Because it's either you remain in the same place or you just decide to break the pattern. It's just a two-way traffic. You either stay in your limitations or you decide, let me break this pattern and let me just do these things that I feel that I'm not capable of. Because who said that you know? You just told yourself. You just build that narrative in you. So at times, you have to make that decision. You have to have this firm decision that it's time. Whatever happens, happens. I'm decided and I'm for it. And that's why I'm here to encourage you to just break the pattern. Get out of your comfort zone. Stop fearing. Get out. You know that desire that you had when you after college, those desires that you had, those things that you really looked up to. You know that desire that you had as a young child. The reason why you're not attaining them is because you have set a lot of limitations in your life. Break them, break the pattern. It's the time to come out of the comfort zone and break the pattern. You have to. You have to, because there's no other way. There's no other way. The limitations that you keep on telling us that they exist, you set them yourself. Because why are others doing it and not you? The greatest point of breaking your limitation is not in taking any action. It's in deciding. It's that one day that you wake up and you decide, I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting for this perfect time. I'm done like just rotating in the same place. I'm done not believing in myself. I'm done doubting myself this much. You have to decide, enough is enough. Enough of this fear, enough of this like disbelief. Enough. It has to start, it has to come to that. You like not do anything but decide within yourself that this is just a mindset, this is just something that does not exist, this is just my mind that is bringing doubts and fear. It has to come to that. That is the first and the foremost thing of breaking your limitation. Because as far as your situation or your circumstance, as far as your situation is concerned, as far as that limitation that you feel you have, you don't need any other time. The time is now. Whatever you need is courage. Courage to just be bold enough to face it. Courage to like start it up. Courage to make the next move. You don't need more time. So if at all you just procrastinate and feel that maybe it could be next year, it could be next month. No, you don't need any other time. What you need is courage to step on. Courage to like have the decision of what should I start with? Where should I begin? That is what you need to break that limitation. So it's not a matter of time. I don't know how to grow it. I don't know. Mm-mm. Those are just things that you're lying to yourself. What you need is the mindset of starting up. So you don't need more time. You just need courage. So gather courage within yourself and decide. I need this. I don't want this. I'm tired of this, and I have to go for this. We need to have like practical steps or maybe ways that we can get to like break these limitations. And first and foremost is challenging your thoughts. Anytime you want to start up something and your mind tells you that you cannot, ask yourself why. And by the end of it all, as you get to answer yourself this why, you'll get to realize there's no valid reason why you should not do it. So anytime you ever feel that you want to start up something and you feel something that is straining you, you like ask your mind, why do I feel this like fear or this strain or such like? Try to list down why. And the why will tell you whether this is surely a limitation or not. Because you will get to find that the things that you fear, they are things that you just get left from your mind, not the things that exist. So, one and foremost, always challenge your thoughts. Any negative thought that ever comes to you, challenge it. Like ask it questions. Get to like also question yourself. And By the end of it all, you realize it's nothing that not other people are doing. It's something that is workable, something that other people are doing it so easily. So first and foremost, carry the thoughts. Second is take small actions. Don't wait until you do like a milestone of things. Just take a day at a time, have a step at a time. As you're making your plans and goals, just learn to make them small and attainable. By this, you'll end up going further other than maybe targeting or having a very big goal that maybe is unattainable, and it will discourage you to continue. So the second of it all, take small actions. And that of it all, always be uncomfortable when you are at your comfort zone. Don't be happy when you're so okay. Don't be happy when you feel everything is so settled. Just know that you're not challenging yourself. Because at times when you feel you're so comfortable, when you get to ask yourself clearly, you get to know that maybe you're not progressing or you're not moving. So growth is not easy. At times it feels scary, it feels challenging, it is engaging. So don't be so happy when you're so comfortable. Don't drive in your comfort. Anytime you ever feel that you're becoming too comfortable, just know it's time to start something else. Every time you ever feel that you're so comfortable in that workplace, just know that you're not maximizing your abilities. Anytime you feel that in your business now you're so okay, you don't have any challenge, you're not like challenging yourself to do something different, you're not like perfecting or maybe how you can make the business better and better, just know you're becoming so comfortable. And this, you're not maximizing your ability. So don't be so okay, don't be so happy in your comfort zone. Just look for something to be growing, to be challenging you. And by this, you are breaking some of these limitations that you don't know you have. Number four, don't sit there and wait for validation. There's no one who is coming to tell you that it's time. There's no one who is coming to tell you that you're doing it well. There's no one who is coming to tell you that, you know what, stop this, start this. It's time to do, don't do this, do this. No, it's you to decide for yourself. So don't sit there and wait for validation from anyone. There's no one who will tell you that, I think time has gone. By this year, we should be doing this. No, it's a decision that you make yourself. So just know that there's no one who will ever come and tell you, it's now time to get up from this place to here. It's now time to do this and do this. No, don't wait for anyone's validation. The decision should come from you and you alone. Those are four steps that can help us at times to like break these limitations that we have. Because, as we said from the beginning, it's not that the limitations are new. It's just mindsets and things that you have set in your mind. Just need to sit and maybe sit back and like ask yourself, how many things have you not succeeded in just because you have allowed fear to overtake you? Just because you have allowed your limitations to like take the better part of you. How many things have you not achieved? Maybe where could you be if you never allowed fear? If you never allowed such limitations to like hinder you from your progress? Are you still going to sit there and like watch time elapse? Or you feel it's time you just break the camp and you're like, I think I'm tired of this. I need to be where I should be. I need to like live my dream. I need to face and to like enjoy my success. Because if you don't do it now, it will not ever happen. It has to begin with you. Whatever you do now that will determine what will come tomorrow. So just decide. It's just a matter of a decision. Decide to beat that fear. Decide to beat that limitation. Break it. Break that fear. That thing that fear has been like restraining you from doing. It's time to like do it. Not tomorrow. Just start it now. Make the decision now. And from there, everything will flow. So don't like postpone. I don't know after I plan. I don't know after I do this. No, just make the decision now. And by that, you get to realize that there was no decision that was existing. As you said, it's not about decision, and it's all about knowing that the fear that you feel, that is the only limitation. It's not that you don't have finances. It's not that you don't have the ideas. It's not that you don't have the avenue. The only limitation that is existing is that fear that you have. So beat the fear and do it. And to wrap it all, your life will never change. Your life will never change when you feel ready. It will change when you decide. So it is not a matter of maybe readiness or anything all time. It's a matter of deciding. I want this, I don't want this. I'm tired of this, I hate this. I will not fear again, and I'm up to the game. So that was all about breaking limitations. And I know maybe in one thing or another you've gotten to get a point or another that maybe can help you to break limitations. Because I know most of the things that we have not done, it's because we fear. And fear is one of the limitations that is hindering us from getting to our success, achieving our goals, and maybe being in that and maybe getting to those places we ever desired. So, all the best as you decide to change your life. All the best as you decide to like beat that fear. All the best as you break those set limitations that are in your life. And until next time, bye bye. Love you.